Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 62 of the Pokemon Silver playthrough. In the last episode, having reached Mount Silver, almost said Mount Mortar, having reached Mount Silver, we've decided to come back to Johto and take care of a few last-minute things before ending off our adventures here in this region. And what I'm doing right now, before I do a team recap, I'm just going to go around and do a couple of the things that I wanted to do at the end of the last episode that I forgot to do. And first of all, I want to pop here to the Pokemart and pick up a nice supply of Pokeballs. I'm pretty sure they sell them here. Yes, they do. I'm going to grab another 50 Pokeballs because we are going to try to capture some legendary Pokemon. I got some feedback from everybody out there on the last episode, or last couple episodes, I think, a while ago. And also on the last episode of Pokemon Silver. Hang on a sec, or sorry, Pokemon Stadium 2. I haven't been over to see this guy yet. Are you a trainer? You're not. Pokemon I caught had an item. I think it's Mystic Water. I don't need it, so do you want it? I'll take that. That was mentioned a while ago by a viewer named Robert Gosney, who let me know I could find the Mystic Water here in Cherry Grove City, which I never thought to do. Back to fishing for me then. And I now have it, so I can use it in Stadium 2 to power up some water-type attacks by, I believe, 20%. And let's head back to the Lake of Rage, Mahogany Town specifically, and go get ourselves a nice Sludge Bomb TM. But, based on what everyone wants to see, you want to see me try to capture the legendary Pokemon, that is the 3 roaming beasts, as well as Ho-Oh. So, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to get accomplished in this one episode, but my goal is to try to get the legendary beasts. I got chased from my post by these slugs in black. They left this behind. It makes me uncomfortable. Could you take it away? That's going to be the Sludge Bomb TM, which I can use on one of my poison Pokemon for sure. What do you say? Use this gate to avoid walking in the grass. Alright then. But it is, I'm pretty sure that is Sludge Bomb. I'm just going to double check just to make sure, but I think I'm wasting time right here. TM36 does indeed turn out to be the Sludge Bomb TM. Alright. So, I'm also going to fly back to my hometown for the moment, because this whole time, my mother has been storing money for me. But before we leave the whole region of Johto, I want to have a nice amount of money to buy some stat-boosting items. Hi, welcome home. You're trying very hard, I see. I've kept your room tidy. Where's this about your money? Yes. What do you want to do? I want to get. Give me some money. You have a lot of money. Let's grab all of it. I'm going to go by individual, just in case. I'm just going to do it. So I'm going to take all my money out of savings, and I'm going to spend a lot of it on Chaz, don't give up! Stat-boosting items, as you'll see in a little bit, but for the time being, let's do a team recap and show you what I'm thinking. First of all, I have sort of switched the team around from what you saw last time. This is my original 6 main Pokemon from Blue, and I'll explain why. First of all, Shelbert, our Squirtle, with the Quick Claw. He's at level 51. Quick Claw to speed him up, holding Quick Claw, using Surf, Ice Beam, Bite, and Protect, and his defense is at 104, very nice. Next, we have Pikachu, level 52. Has the Focus Band, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Flash, and speed is at 119, excellent. Here we have Chirp, our flying Pokemon, our Pidgeotto, level 47, holding a Simple Berry. Fly, Razor Wind, Sand Attack, and Whirlwind for his moveset. And Attack and Speed are very nice, above 100 each. Next we have Rocky, our Cutting Pokemon, our Sandslash, level 49, holding a Berry as well. Dig, Rock Slide, Cut, and Sand Attack, and Attack and Defense are awesome. Way to go, Rocky. Next we have our Raticate, Squeak. We haven't seen him yet at all, I don't think, in all of Pokemon Silver. He's also holding Berry. Hyper Fang, Quick Attack, Super Fang, and Tail Whip is the moveset, and Attack and Speed are very nice, just like Chirp. And finally we have our level 49 Critter, the Butterfree, who I also don't think we've seen yet in Silver. He also has Berry, Mega Drain, Psy Beam, Mega Drain, Stun Spore, and Sleep Powder, and I didn't realize your stats were all that good, Critter. Awesome. Special stats are above 100, 104 each. I'm getting a little bit overzealous with my speaking, and I'm messing up my words. So, let's go ahead and fly back to Ecruteak City. I think this is all I needed to do beforehand. I'm going to fly to Ecruteak City. Now, you're going to see a lot of sped up footage for the time being, because what I'm going to do right now, what I was doing at the end of the last episode, going in and out of Ecruteak City trying to find the legendary beasts. So far, only Raikou is visible in the Pokédex, because I have not encountered the other 2 in the wild yet. But I was considering, I have False Swipe on Marowak. Now, he has been previously injured, and I'm not using the injured Pokemon as far as, like, story-wise, but I was thinking, should I just go ahead and use him for False Swiping the legendary beast down? And, in a way, I don't feel right about that. He is still injured. I don't want to, accelerate his injuries by forcing him into any active duty. But then I realized what I could do is use Squeak's Super Fang. I'm not going to knock anything out with Super Fang. It always does half of the Pokemon's current HP. So that being the case, I can use Super Fang right until we get these legendary beasts down to one tiny sliver of red health left, and they're going to be as catchable then as they're ever going to be. Also, the reason I have Critter back on the team, Sleep Powder. Now, the beasts will run away no matter what, even if you do put them to sleep. Even while asleep, they can run from battle, but they keep the damage and they keep the stat infliction that you give them. So that being the case, I can spend some time now trying to encounter several, get several encounters of the legendary beasts, try to whittle them down. I think I'm going to start off with Critter to go for the Sleep Powder, and see if we can finally capture these roaming beasts in the collection, after which, depending on how much time is left in the episode, you might see me heading towards Tin Tower for another legendary encounter. All that being said, it is now time to prepare to find some roaming beasts here in the Johto region, so wish me luck, we're going in. I give up. I've been going for over an hour trying to find these legendary beasts. Entei and Suicune didn't even show up. Raikou keeps moving from the route that I encounter it, or I should encounter it on. I apologize. For anyone that wanted to see me capture the legendary beast, it is not going to happen, simply because they are not working with me. And for one thing, I'm going to run out of video space or computer space to record the video. For another problem, I want to try to get to Sapphire sometime this week, and if I have to waste all my time trying to capture these roaming beasts, it's not going to happen. So, apologies for anyone that wanted to see those captures, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, let's try and finish up this episode with another legendary encounter, if possible. I'm going to put a Pokemon away in the PC, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was planning out how to deal with this next legendary encounter. So first of all, Critter, you're not going to help us at all coming up, so we're going to let you sit out. We do have to get ourselves... If we're going to deal with legendary Pokemon, it's going to take legendary Pokemon. Come on, Zapdos, we need you, buddy. If anyone can do what I'm planning to accomplish, it is going to be Zapdos. Now, I gotta check my items as well, because I want to make sure I grab something in particular. I think we might have them in the PC. If not, I can buy one, I'm sure. X Special. I'm gonna take these. Oh, come on! Alright, let's deposit some items. What do we not need right now? That'd be good for bringing back the PP. I'll put the King's Rock away. We don't need that for what we're planning on. Burnt Bear, we'll put that away too, just to free up the space. Elixir. I'll put the PP up away. I still gotta use those before we end up. Like, I might not even show it on camera, on, recording, but... Ooh, I can sell that. But, I will go ahead and... What was I about to say? Oh, use the PP ups to power up some moves that have kind of low PP. But now, I gotta grab myself the X Specials. And I'm going to go into the Goldenrod department store, and I mentioned something that I want to do in the last episode before we leave Gen 2, is use some stat boosting items like the Carbos and such, because the legendary birds are not performing as well as I would have liked in Stadium, or Stadium 2 rather, and I kind of want to make sure that they are on par for future adventures, so now is a good time to do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab some special. I'm going to grab 5 of these. That's a lot of money. I'm going to do that. I'll grab 5 calciums. And I'm going to use them all on Zapdos right now because we're going up against a Pokemon that I want him to sort of possibly have the potential to survive some hits against. And we're going to use those calciums right now, all on Zapdos. I should have taken a look at what his stats were beforehand, but too late. I'm already doing it. I'm going to use all 5 of them on Zapdos right now, try to boost his special, because we're going to encounter something that has a pretty powerful fire-type attack. And the idea here is I want to survive, if possible, the fire-type attack. The other thing is, I want to go ahead and use... Wait, I shouldn't have closed the pack yet. I want to use the Flash TM, or HM, on Zapdos as well. I'm getting rid of Double Team for now. That is something I can give back easily in a later generation. But the idea is, I'm going into this encounter under-leveled completely. I'm pretty sure the legendary Pokemon we're going after is going to be level 70. And I don't know if we're going to be able to succeed in this capture, but I'm going to certainly give it my best shot. The idea is I can use Zapdos to flash the accuracy down to nothing, and I can... What was I going to say? Thunder Wave for paralysis, make it easier to capture. And we can use Squeak's Hyper Fang, assuming he could switch in and survive, after all the flash attacks. Hopefully, this is going to work out. Now, I'm pretty sure there's like a bit of a maze to get to this legendary Pokemon, so it is the Tin Tower, I believe, right up here. Can I go through? Talk to me. 2 towers, 2 Pokemon, but when one burned down, both Pokemon flew away, never to return. Yeah, Lugia is gone forever. I love legendary Pokemon. The Tin Tower shook. A Pokemon must have returned to the top. Yes, it's back. Do we have the cleanse tag? So I'm trying to see if I can avoid some encounters if possible. I'll put our fastest Pokemon at the front, which I think is probably Pikachu. Actually, wait, would Zapdos be the fastest? Let me just check the stats. We didn't even check Zapdos' attacks yet. Level 50 Zapdos. Bright Powder item, Thunder Shock, Drill Peck, Thunder Wave, and Flash now. I think probably Zapdos is the fastest. We're going to lead with our legendary bird as we go looking for a legendary bird. Tin Tower is off limits to anyone without Ecruteak Gym's badge. Ah! Ecruteak's Gym badge. Please go right through. So we do have that, of course. And we can head to the Tin Tower, which I guess we could probably have gone here a long time ago, just nothing would have happened at the top because we didn't have the Rainbow Wing that you get from just a random passerby in Pewter City, of all places. This is the Tin Tower. A legendary Pokemon is said to roost here. Let's head on in and make our way through this maze. I thought this was like Victory Road music for a second. So let's see if we can avoid encounters if possible. I'm trying to hurry up this episode because That took a lot of time, wasted time, trying to find the roaming legendaries. Encounter. We can just run from this, though. Depending on the level, of course. Rattata, level 22. Yeah, that's an easy run away. But I do apologize. I feel bad that I couldn't at least, like, encounter Entei or Suicune. I would have liked to be able to show them off in the Pokédex, but if you watch some of the hunting montage, you notice that I was regularly checking the Pokédex to see an item. Is Raikou, like, I gave up eventually on trying to find the new species. I just wanted to see if I could encounter Raikou. A couple of times, Raikou's face, the little indicator of the area, was the route that I was on at the time. I go into a few encounters, and it's gone. So, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with it anymore. That is the fun of the roaming legendaries in Pokemon games. When you don't have, well, not even when you don't have Master Ball. I have a Master Ball. I couldn't even encounter Raikou. So, it is what it is. I was never really planning to use them anyway, if I did capture them. Ooh, another item. A Super Potion might be useful at this range. I'm thinking probably Hyper Potion is the best way to go. Oh, that item's up there. I want to get it. But we can get this item. An Escape Rope. Good for when we're done here. Now, hopefully, the encounter I'm going for is not going to take too long for the capture, if we can capture it. And although I just said I do have a Master Ball, I do not plan to use it. As I've said many times before, I like the challenge of using just Pokeballs. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Well, that leads down. In fact, this is the wrong way. Wait, no, here we go. Okay, this is the way up. Awesome! We're moving on up the tower. I don't remember the exact pattern to do. I probably could have looked it up to save time, but I'm a little distraught after the roaming legendaries. I mean, come on. That was over an hour of, like, it wouldn't have been so bad if I could have at least seen Entei. I keep saying Entei. If I had seen Entei or... Do I take the teleporter? Or Suicune. But I couldn't even encounter them after over an hour. And it's just like, there was no point anymore. I just couldn't deal with it. Which one do I take? Which one do I take? I'm gonna go to the fire one. That is... Well, I can go this way and check out what's... Ooh, an item. A nugget. Well, I can sell that for a little bit more Carbos or Calcium money. I do, of course, want to boost up the stats of the birds. And this takes us to... Oh, just items. Oh well, I got a Max Elixir, which could restore some of our PP in this upcoming encounter. But let's see if we can find our way to the proper area. So that teleporter was incorrect. I guess this was all just a way to get some items. So I gotta jump across here. Looks like we're gonna go down at this point. We have a Max Revive. That's money. We don't use those for a Nuzlocke style game. And I'm gonna say, let's check this out first. Out of my way, Rattata! I don't have time for you right now. Unless you're shiny. And that was another thing too. I was hoping, if nothing else, hopefully I could have at least found a shiny Pokemon during that hunt for the legendary beast. But nope, none of the above. Unfortunately. Nothing to show for that over hours worth of wasted footage. But, as I say, it's like, I could continue doing that, but it's going to be such boring footage for you folks to have to sit through, just like sped up music montage sort of a thing. And, I mean, I could just cut out that part of the footage, but it doesn't give you the full experience of what it's like to hunt these legendaries. You know, if you just come right back to it and I'm there in the encounter and making the capture, you're not with me for the struggle. So, you've seen the struggle. That's all that really needs to be said about that. Hi, Ho-Oh! That's who we're looking for. So, we are going to lead Zapdos. My first order of business getting into this battle, to use an X special to boost our special defense. And then, as long as it doesn't go for a Safeguard immediately, we're going to Thunder Wave, and then start flash attacking. We're going to go into this hoping for the best, but the worst could happen. Shao! Alright, you don't even get your own special music, Ho-Oh. It is just regular encounter. Here we go. It is level 70. Alright, so, immediately, let's go with the X special. I don't know if this is going to give us enough special defense to really handle anything, though. We're going to find out. Wait, it said special attack went up? I don't like that. Does it not increase the special defense? Is there a separate item for special defense increase? Bye, Zapdos. This is possibly the best episode of Pokémon Silver I have ever recorded. Critical hit. Sunny Day. Fire Blast. Critical hit! Alright. Let's go for some sand attacks. This may be the final time you see me, what would you call it? Voluntarily, I guess, go after legendary Pokemon in the entire series of Pokemon. Very well could be. Getting you as low as I can, accuracy-wise. Do you even have Safeguard? We've seen Fire Blast, Sunny Day, Recover. I want to say you have Safeguard, because that's going to make things so much more fun for me. Waste that. Good. Get rid of all of your Sunny Days. I don't care. In fact, I kind of prefer that you do that. Alright. Thank you for missing. I also realized something I forgot to do before going into this battle was to give the focus band to Squeak. We're gonna Thunder Wave, because it can't land any more hits. You know, it's been completely blinded with all those sand attacks. Let's go ahead and... Well, we got focus band, so we're gonna survive that. Actually, we survived it anyway. Alright. Let's go into Squeak, and now begin with the Super Fangs. But given the fact that it has Swift, now fortunately, it does not have Safeguard, so we could have got the paralysis at any point. We're gonna have to try to make sure Squeak stays healed up, though, with that nice berry. That helps. Alright, let's go ahead and... On the turns that it doesn't go for the Swift attack, I can go for the Hyper Fang. What do we have for... We got Hyper Potions here, yeah. Yeah, Hyper Potion is the way to go. I got a few of those, plus there's a couple full restores in there as well. Alright, Sunny Day. Now, can you be nice and give us a few turns of full paralysis, please? Let's cut your HP down by half, hello. Look how slow that bar is going down. Okay, you miss Fire Blast, excellent. And on turns that they actually miss attacks too, I can go for another Super Fang. Now, of course, Recover is going to be annoying. It's going to boost it up a little bit. There it is, right there. I called it. All we gotta do is keep going for the Super Fangs, and we got a few PP restoring items, so... Fortunately, there are no abilities, as I've said several times before, so pressure is not going to be a problem for us. Recover will. It has not been fully paralyzed once, has it? Of course not. Of course not. So this is a... What would you call this sort of an episode? A legendary failure, basically? Couldn't find a single one of the roaming legendaries. And like, okay, is it... Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if I'm being a little bit too... What would you call it? Just too greedy, too selfish, maybe? Is it unheard of to not encounter one of the roaming legendaries in over an hour's worth of game time? Now, I understand they run away, you know, the whole aspect of weakening and capturing them is a bit of a challenge, but is it unfair of me to say that the game should have been more generous and allowed me to at least see one by that point? Now, especially given the fact that I saw Raiku's face on the route that I was on, and it just decided, no, we're gonna walk away. Oh, Could you once be paralyzed? Please give me something today. All this being said, I will say, going into these last things here in the Johto region, and eventually going into the final encounter, I'm not going to say, of course, who it is yet, that's a spoiler, but oh wow, fully paralyzed, gee, it's like Christmas! Now, I fully expect this is the beginning of the end of Silver anyway. As I've said, you know, there's not much more to do in Silver, except for these encounters, and that, the legendary this, trainer battle that. Hang on one sec, I gotta focus and heal up the PP. We have Elixir. Let's do the regular Elixir. That restores all moves, okay. Might as well do it. Squeak. There you go. Alright, so we have our Super Fangs back. We gotta heal up here. Watch them get a critical hit, though. That'll be just perfect. Now, as I say, I'm fully expecting this is the beginning of the end, so I'm not going to do any injury montages for any other Pokemon that we lost here today, because, first of all, Ho-Oh, you're not worth that. You know, this is, I'm still going to consider them injured and can't use them for the rest of the playthrough, but there's only like 2 parts left of this playthrough as it is, so we're not really going to be missing on too much of their game time, I guess. Can we get some full paralysis again, please? But anyway, there's only, for example, one more thing left I'm planning to do here in Silver. I'm getting a little, you know, sidetracked here. Are you out of recovers for any chance? I would really appreciate that. So that being the case, I knew it was going to end in defeat, because based on what Ice King 688 said a couple episodes back, letting me know what the levels of the final trainer are, I knew we were not going to win that encounter, because they said I should break my little rule that I put on myself of training to be 5 levels above the wild Pokemon in the area, but I'm not planning to do that, and this is kind of spoilers. I was going to save this for mentioning after the battle, but I need something to talk about as this thing recovers non-stop against our Super Fangs. So, I don't want to train my guys too high, because the higher the level that they get to, the longer it'll take for them to return in future playthroughs, because I only want to bring back previous Pokemon when my current team hits the level that those older Pokemon are at. So if I did train up to be like level, let's just throw a number out there, level 80 or something like that, then it would take a long time for my current trainees in whatever future games I'm playing would get to level 80 in order to bring back the previous Pokemon. See what I'm saying? So, as I say, I fully intended to go into some of these fights and lose, but I didn't think we were going to lose as badly as we did against this. You know, at this point, I feel like just throwing the Master Ball and then releasing Ho-Oh, because I'm not going to use it. But I'm not giving it that satisfaction. No. Ho-Oh, you do not deserve the satisfaction of making me break my rule of using just Pokeballs. Can you be paralyzed? Now, how many turns has it actually been paralyzed as opposed to how many turns it's actually attacked? I believe you have a 25% chance of full paralysis each turn. It's looking about 2% right now for Ho-Oh. And we miss our Super Fang. I'm sorry if this is not a fun episode for you to watch, but I'm doing what I can with my own restrictions to try to do something that's... I'll tell you this, partway through the hunt of the legendary Pokemon in the wild, I was tempted to scrap the entire footage and just skip ahead and say, sorry folks, I couldn't do it. But, nope, I'm going to show off what I've done. And it's at full health! I normally don't dislike legendary encounters. You know what? I'm gonna heal Squeak, and I'm going to just start throwing Pokeballs. Never mind! It's not gonna knock it out. I know it's double super effective, but it's legendary. It's going to survive this. Never mind. Goodbye, Ho-Oh. Oh, hi, Todd. Chaz, howdy. It's me, Todd. Isn't it nice out? Want a battle? It's not going to be a repeat of the last time we met. I'll be around Route 34. Where's Route 34? Todd, you are going to... No, I can't do that. I can't take my vengeance out on him. So we're calling it here. That's the end of the legendary episode. I hope you liked it. I'm done with the legendaries in this game. Wasting my time, knocking out my Pokemon. In the next episode, it will be the final episode of Pokemon Silver. Look, now I'm starting to regain my composure. Anyway, it will be the final episode of Pokemon Silver. There is one last challenge to do. It is in Mount Silver itself. And we're going to lose that one, too. I'm just telling you right now. That is spoilers. Is it actually going to happen? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But I'm predicting that we're not going to make it through that. But we're going to try to go out in a blaze of glory, if nothing else. Because as of, I believe, Thursday, as long as Mount Silver is one episode long, Thursday we're starting into Pokemon Sapphire, where I'm going to have a lot more fun. It's going to be a lot more enjoyable. There are legendaries, of course, but they're held off until later in the game. But I'm already over time for this episode, I think, based on how much my speed up of the hunting montage is going to be. So, feel free to leave a comment down below, everybody. Let me know what you thought of today's episode, and what you thought some of the highlights were. All that being said, I'm going to sign off now. Professor Chaz is out of here for the day. I'll catch you next time.